Our EMO. It's really good. I use it now that I have a real beard and everything. I saw a picture of Joy and I on the interweb this weekend, and it was like 10 years ago.
7.
Yeah, you're still radiant. What the hell? What the hell happened to my hair?
I think we both look very different, but yeah, it's really crazy. You came on. I was hosting the morning show in Miami, and you couldn't have been nicer.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And you were.
Was I funny, glib, and full of information?
No, you were like you were almost like shy.
Well, that's who I am.
Yeah. When you don't know you. Yes.
So Matt Stafford reportedly told. This is funny. Told the Detroit Lions, "I'll go anywhere. Don't you dare trade me to New England." He's 33 and he wants to win. Why wouldn't he want to go to New England? Now, everybody immediately assumes, oh, it's Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia isn't even a coordinator there. He's like going to be a consultant. He's not even a coordinator in New England. I mean, maybe it would be weird to be in the building. But I don't know. It didn't seem like Matt Patricia ever had a problem with Matt Stafford. I think he liked him. He had a problem with Darius Slay. He had a problem with other guys. This is about the system not being nearly as attractive when Tom Brady's no longer part of the system. Everybody always considered this a great job. Oh, my God, you got to play for New England and Belichick. A system's unbelievable. But Belichick now controls personnel, and they can't draft skill people. And it's cold, and it's outdoors, and they got no weapons, and they don't spend big money on free agency because they want everybody to take a pay cut. Isn't it funny how attractive the Patriots job looked as a quarterback when Brady was there? And Brady leaves, A. B, they start losing. C, Matt Stafford's like, I'll go anywhere but New England. Tom bought into the system. It's like Tim Duncan with the Spurs bought into Popovich. Once Duncan left, Kawhi Leonard said, this isn't interesting at all. This guy's old and rigid. I don't like him. You need the star player to buy into the system. Take a pay cut. Go to similar age guys and sell them on the system. Folks, you take Brady out of the system, Matt Stafford's like, last place I want to go. It's like you take gambling out of Vegas, it's just Phoenix with fewer old people. It's just too damn hot 5 months a year. So I think it's interesting that of all the places, you know, since Belichick in the last 8 to 10 years has taken over personnel, they just don't draft as well. Find their stars. And I thought this was interesting. One of the things, I wrote about this in my first book. There's a story behind the story. And Joy and I's job, I think Joy's does it as well as anybody I've ever worked with. People can say things, but what are they really saying? So last Wednesday, Tom Curran, best reporter in Boston on the Patriots, suddenly reported, out of the blue, Patriots will reportedly be, quote, uncharacteristically aggressive this offseason. It's interesting. How did that get out? Things get out of New England when New England wants things to get out. Why did that story leak? Because they were in trade talks to get Matt Stafford. And the Rams were in trade talks to get Matt Stafford, and Matt Stafford's agent told him. And the Patriots, knowing the Rams are a go-for-it franchise, Jalen Ramsey, Brandon Cooks, they are a go-for-it franchise. They'll bring free agents in. They don't care. Stafford like, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. And the Patriots don't. So the Patriots leaked it. Oh, this year's different. Oh, no, the old way isn't out. We're going to be uncharacteristically aggressive. They were in a fight to get Stafford. And they knew Stafford was a preferred L.A. where they've got an offensive coach, where the weather's better, and it's a go-for-it franchise that makes deals and pays players and never has a problem paying players. They'll give you draft picks all day, but they'll pay players. They'll pay Ramsey. They'll pay Donald. They paid Gurley. They paid Goff. They pay Cooper Kupp. They'll pay guys. So the story behind the story. That system, it's funny when Tom leaves. Danny Amendola was on First Things First this morning.
When you see Patriot Way in the dictionary, it's going to have Tom Brady's name next to it. None of those coaches threw any passes. None of those coaches caught any passes. None of those coaches made any tackles. They got guys in the right position because they watch a lot of film and they spend all their time at the facility. but Tom Brady is the Patriot way, and that's the reason why Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl right now, and the Patriots aren't.
Yeah, that's kind of harsh. And remember, I'm always considered a Patriot homer. But when that story leaked last Wednesday to the best Boston Patriot reporter, why did it get out? They were fighting for Stafford with the Rams and others. And Stafford smartly chose the franchise with an offensive coach, with a rich owner that will spend big money to get their quarterback help. Joy Taylor with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herd Line News.
Well, let's dunk on New England some more, shall we? Tom Brady is not the only former Patriot enjoying time with his new team, Gronk, also thriving in Tampa. And he noted one big difference between the Patriots organization and the Bucs.
Coming here is complete 180 for sure. Totally different. I mean, I feel like, the biggest difference is just, having the freedom of just, being yourself here in this organization.
Now, if Gronk is saying that, because Gronk was always the outlier with the Patriots, like everyone else was kind of, uniform and very corporate, and Gronk never really stopped being full Gronk. I mean, the Gronk cruise, right. And, he's dancing everywhere and the glasses and kind of being himself. So if he felt like he couldn't be himself and he was the most outlier of that organization during that time, there was really a lot going on there. I know everyone is kind of piling on the Patriots right now, and that's just how it is. Like, people want to see you do good, but not too good. Well, and the Patriots did too good for too long.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, anytime you get a divorce, people take sides. Divorce. Somebody sides with the wife, somebody sides. And then the reality is the gap between what happened is so massive. Brady throws 47 touchdown passes. The Patriots throw 10. If it would have been 26-20, it wouldn't be this. But the gap between this iconic team and this iconic player is so great, it's much safer to be on the Brady side right now.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The gap is bigger. The styles are bigger. Yeah. The environments, the difference is so much wider. And it's the Bucs. Like, you couldn't have actually picked more polar opposite organizations unless maybe he went to the Raiders.
It's funny. Andy Reid's on our show tomorrow. I was thinking about Bruce Arians, too. We'll try to get him on. The one thing where Arians and Brady actually work really well is that because Arians is looser, and Arians can be loose, but Tom tends to be much more of a creature of habit and tight and restrained. And that's a good mix. It's almost like, Dad's so mean, but Mom's fun. You can't have two mean parents. Right. And then you can't have two parents who are party all the time parents. There's got to be like, Dad, we got to get home. But Mom lightens it up. Arians and Brady have a very interesting mix of personalities, and clearly it works for the star players in Tampa.
I think it also works because Arians isn't young, and while he's never won a Super Bowl as a head coach, he has it as an assistant, so he knows what he's doing. Brady's not young, so it's not one of those situations where, like, maybe if it was a younger coach, he might be more inclined to, like, lean towards Brady's way and abandon his style. So they're both kind of set, so there's a little bit of flexibility there because they trust each other, which we didn't think was happening in the beginning of the season.
That's right. We thought in the first 8 weeks, Arians-Brady was a bad mix, and at the end you're like, no, it kind of works.
I don't know if it's going to work for, the next 20 years.
Right.
But
or Sunday.
Well, we'll see. I mean, to me, they got there. That's a massive accomplishment in itself. So the Texans have made it clear that they have no plans.
Well, that's who I am.
Yeah. When you don't know you. Yes.
So Matt Stafford reportedly told, this is funny, told the Detroit Lions, I'll go anywhere. Don't you dare trade me to New England. He's 33 and he wants to win. Why wouldn't he want to go to New England? Now, everybody immediately assumes Oh, it's Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia isn't even a coordinator there. He's like going to be a consultant. He's not even a coordinator in New England.